Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alberta PNP program just conducted a draw. In fact, obviously, I keep on repeating this thing. They did not just conduct a draw, they actually conducted this draw a few days back, but they just updated their website about it because a subscriber asked me yesterday that when is an NOI confirmed, because he received an NOI some days back, but because it was not updated on the Alberta website, so he was not sure. Because let me tell you, when you first receive an ITA or a notification of interest, it is basically out of nowhere, right? And usually there is no prior notification before it, right? And the feeling that you have, it's kind of a mixed feeling. I mean, you are happy, but you have heard about so many scams going around to all the candidates and to all the applicants that you are unsure, and you think that it looks too good to be true. I mean, a province is interested in nominating me. Why would they be? I mean, what did I do? So, but the thing is, that mixed feeling, it should go away, especially when it comes to Alberta, because Alberta will send you a notification of interest, and after 10 days, in today's draw's case, the draw was held on October 26th. And what date is it today? 9th of November. So it is almost after 14 days. So you cannot stay for 14 days and think that, oh, was it a real call or was it a fake call? You just have to go with it. That's the case with Alberta. When it comes to OINP, they would send you an email, and the email says that there is some update in your profile. So you quickly go to your Express Entry profile, and there you would be able to see a message in your application, and that message will say that the province is interested in inviting you. So that's how it is, and everybody has mixed feelings when it comes to receiving this email out of blue. Well, congratulations to those guys who got themselves selected. Okay. And I always say to those candidates who got themselves selected, because thing is, when it comes to Canadian immigration, typically, other immigrations, I don't know about it, frankly, right? I know about UK immigration, but this channel is not about that. So, when it comes to Canadian immigration, all the things are on the table. Like, if you do this, you will get these many points. If you reach there, you will get these many points. So you know what points are there, and how you can make your way to the top. What you can do to raise your CRS score, and the things that you do that actually help you get yourself selected. So this is what I mean when I always talk about. Let's talk about enough about the philosophy. Let's talk about the AINP draw. Okay, so the thing is, it was notification of interest were issued to 248 people. The number is less. I don't like this number, but when we consider the nomination quota that Alberta had for the year 2021, the nomination quota was 6,200 odd. Okay, and they are at 5,500 odd nominations that they have given, that they have issued this year. Okay, so there is a gap of 700 nominations. But when it comes to nominations, we know that you would receive a notification of interest. You get 60 days to apply. So after 60 days, that is 2 months, then Alberta will process your application. And if your application is okay, they will issue you a nomination. So it could take about somewhere about if you are inland, 3 months to 6 months, okay, if you're outland. So people who would be getting notification of interest today, they will be getting their nomination in the year 2022. Okay, so that does not bother me, but still they have reduced the number of notification of interest with every draw. The last draw that we saw in October the 12th, that draw was also 290 odd. But the 4 draws in September, they were the game changers, and those 4 draws, they were record breaking for Alberta. Okay, and that excited everyone. So I don't feel there is a need or there is a chance to lose your optimism about it, because next year Alberta is going to come back. They will have a fresh quota of nomination, whichever that will be. Obviously, it will be either 6,200 or more than that. Okay. So if we talk about the history of the draws this year, June was very productive. They had 3 draws. In August, they had 3 draws. And in September, they had 4 draws. Okay, so the last draw was on 30th September. So thing is, 30th September, if we include it with October, then October had 2 draws, but that makes it 3 draws for each month, right? So 3 draws is what we have seen in 4 months out of 12 months of 2021. But let's keep in mind that Alberta was not always open for Outlanders. As soon as the pandemic hit, Alberta stopped sending notification of interest to the people who were living outside of Canada. Okay, but this year, somewhere in March, May, April, they announced, I made a video about it, by the way, they announced that now they will be issuing notification of interest to the Outlanders as well. Okay. Okay, now for the beginners, Alberta does not issue the list of nomination knock codes that were selected. They don't issue the set criteria like Ontario, like Saskatchewan, that this was the criteria on which we selected. They simply say that 300 CRS was selected for the lowest ranked candidate, which is absolutely, I mean, crap. Okay, so if you fall for that, then I think that you need to research more about it, because lastly, I talked about civil engineers getting selected at 472, 474 CRS. And now if you go to the Alberta website, then you would be able to see that knock code 2131 is in the processing with highest number of applications, meaning if you now have 2131, then there are chances that Alberta will not select you until those applications are processed completely and they have some space. Okay, so this is the thing. If too many notifications of interest are issued to a single knock code, and then Alberta raises their hands and Alberta does not issue further notification of interest to that knock code unless there is some unforeseen situation for Alberta. But thing is, typically that we see those applications, those knock codes that are processed high in numbers, and Alberta's website mention it, the chances decrease of your selection if you have the same knock code. Okay, so this was the thing about it, and let's wait what the express entry draw holds us for tonight, right? So with these words, this is Iftikhar wishing you guys all the best.